It's the Gangster Ghost Show. How are you today? Yeah, what watch? First, we'll watch. Uh, okay, Rupert is a crazy guy. Anyways, we'll watch. Killing Show.
You how moronic it can actually get, because just CNN. All right, I don't know what to say. I'll just say CNN.
Clips across America. We are closely watching what is an amazing interstellar phenomenon. We're not talking about what's happening here on set in Indianapolis. We're talking about the show we're about to watch across the sky, Brown.
It's going to be amazing, and this is either the best idea or the worst idea
Set
that we've
aside
had.
all journalistic credibility.
Yes,
we're having fun today.
This is basically what's going to happen if I can reenact. The moon will be going in front of the sun, or a Sanchez in this point. And that's partial. I think we've got a full eclipse there.
This is kind of where things are right now.
Yeah, right there.
There we go.
All right, just
kind of
peeking
where things
out
are
in
right
Mazatlan.
In Mazatlan.
And
soon.
Eventually it'll be a total.
Yeah,
It's going in the zone of totality, which is going to be amazing here in Indianapolis.
I should say, try not to laugh. I didn't give out that warning. Yeah, they actually did that. Nobody understands what it is. We actually needed the costumes, and this is a very impromptu show. I was editing something. I looked up songs. So the first song that I managed to see in a playlist, I was like, you know what? I would like to share that song. So I started editing, and so many other thoughts came into my head, and I decided to go live. So nobody else knows. I hope everybody is invited. There are no secrets being shared. Friends, atheists, anybody can come in. Where should I go now? Yeah. So my problem with the eclipse is that there is a whole nation looking up. 30 to 40% of that nation, if you tell them that they also had an eclipse in 2023, they don't even remember it. Yeah, they don't even remember. It wasn't a total eclipse. It was a ring of fire eclipse. But there was another live stream. People were out there. They had their telescopes. They had their cameras. People were shooting it. But nobody notices because there wasn't such a hype about the previous one. So they don't remember. They do remember that there was a solar eclipse, a total solar eclipse back in 7 years ago, which brings me to remind you what we said before the eclipse took place, that there is a very big significance of it, and 100% of people don't know it. It has to do with the beginning of tribulation, and it has to do with the end of tribulation. But Achilles, it doesn't feel like the tribulation yet. Well, it doesn't have to do with your feelings, because in your borders, you haven't experienced it. But if you Google the word Africa, or Google the word Middle East, or Google the word Asia, you will see that Christianity has been hunted down to numbers that we've never seen before. Have you seen villages getting eradicated from the face of the earth because they were Christian? Nigeria. Just do some Googling. Have you heard a country saying that if you don't remove the picture of Christ from your house, we will stop providing electricity and water? Because if you want those, you should ask Jesus to give them to you. China, 2018. Or should I mention that the center of Christianity of the world, I'm not saying we're most important, but we are the center. Between, if I were to Google this up and go to even Wikipedia, I don't think I will have to go far. Wikipedia. Go, no, it doesn't have the map in here. Yep, here we go. Alrighty, copy image link, come back here, and zoom a little bit. And I'm gonna share my first screen for the day. So this is the orthodoxy levels, not Christianity's levels, orthodoxy levels, right? There could be other denominations. For example, you see Italy being pink as gay, I mean pink, because they're mostly Catholics there, right? But look at this map. Has something begun happening on this map, like right at the center, at the deepest part of it, like war? If you go to the Middle East, then there are, just like the eclipse, there are things that you get to know and things you don't get to know because you have to go out there to find them. Not far. I mean, you can just go to Rumble and find RT, which from 2022, even though it had spent like 10 years giving us balanced news, in 2022 it was called propaganda by Hillary and her friends, and they banned it. And every American is like, oh, that's banned, so okay, I won't be watching it anymore. Now, first off, my apologies to some Americans. There are so many of you, which I have a lot of high hope in. And when I'm putting this label, Americans, I'm speaking to everyone but the exceptions. There are always exceptions to the rule. And I have stated within this channel that there is an explosion of true Christianity, and it is happening in the United States, right in Mystery Babylon, because that's what it is. The Babylon being mentioned in our Bible, the new Babylon, which we don't know what it is, but wink, wink, you should start learning where that is. Just get out of the house, go to the streets, check out what's happening. So if you go to the Middle East, you will see that other than 35,000 dead, 15,000 of them being children, you will see that Christianity is being hunted down. We also have people being shot from the IDF inside church from snipers, a woman. And we've had, at the end of 2023, we've had somebody who is evangelizing over there, and she told us that it was on Shelley Show. She verified it for us. So right now you have at what the enemy wants to attack, which is this center, where he has a problem with. He has a problem with this center because it's not giving in so easy to the norms that this world wants to bring. So the plan for the end times was to bring war on top of these lands and at the bottom of these lands, like a sandwich. And it's a nasty war. And what you have in the middle there is also Turkey, which is nuts. Erdogan is showing himself to be the new Mahdi, but he's not. I know, because I know who the Mahdi is. And when the Mahdi made the pact with Israel, that's when the tribulation begins, not when you think it begins. But Akinish, I really don't think so. I don't care if you think so. It's not what I think either. It's what Daniel told us. Yeah, but Akinish, nobody would know the time. Nobody would know the day. Yeah, that prophecy came after Daniel, 2,000 years after him. So it wasn't referring to him. So, long story short, these are things that are getting me mad. We have the highest hunting of Christians in the history of mankind. And it happens all over the world. Right now, I just mentioned, so maybe I don't want to get back into it. But who cares, right? We got the clips. Let's look up. Why look down? So that's how we arrive to the title of today's presentation. What is the 11th commandment? I would prefer to have somebody here to ask them and see what they would say, which would bring on the discussion. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to keep going. And all right, there was someone to the rescue. Hello, dear, awake.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
This is go.
Impromptu show. Hello, Cis Science. Welcome to the team.
So what's
how are you, my dear?
Impromptu show about?
It is about the 11th commandment.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see it up here now. Interesting. What's the 11th commandment? Oh, the commandment that Jesus gives?
Okay, thank you. That's why I just said that I wanted somebody here, because I would like to tell this world that if you are reborn, you know the commandment. And it's not about knowing it with your mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's about knowing it with your heart.
Yep. And showing it with your actions.
Amen. So we just spent 20 minutes describing some things that are happening around the world. And I'm just trying to ring the alarm bell to this world through this show, that if you are not feeling, maybe you can't feel. And if you can't feel, if a rapture is coming, you don't want to be left behind. Not you, my dear, talking to out there. I'm actually, I love this background that we have, because it looks like I'm out of the earth and talking to the earth. I love that. So, yes, our dear sister Awake came here with her beautiful voice, so she can tell us immediately that she knew the commandment, and she can also read it for us, because I'm about to bring it up.
Okay.
So we are at zone 13, 31 to 35, and I'm going to zoom in for my sister because I don't know if you're on a computer or cell phone.
Thank you. I'm on the computer, but it still helps. Then I don't have to also zoom on the computer.
Is that okay?
Yep, that's fine. Okay, verse 31. Therefore, when he had left, Jesus said, "Now is the Son of Man glorified, and God is glorified in him. If God is glorified in him, God will also glorify him."
Hi.
Hi, can you hear
Hi.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome.
How are
I'm
you
sorry.
today?
Oh, I'm great. I'm very happy.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
What you been doing?
Uh, not much. I finally started to clean up my desk because there are so many things on it. I have no space to work on,
Oh no.
and yeah, no one would know I had actually cleaned it at all because it's still very, very messy.
Oh, that guy Power Word, he sounds so much like bubblegum.
Yeah, he sounds like I don't know. Um, I'm not really sure. I have heard Bubblegum speak, but I'm not really sure how he sounds. I can't remember his voice, but that guy, what was his name? Power Words. How? Yeah, he sure sounds like someone. He sounds very, very familiar.
Yeah, bubblegum guy. He's a crazy guy. Bubblegum. Bubblegum. Oh, bubblegum. Uh, uh, how are you? And how's Scott Kettle?
He's great.
Oh,
He's
that's
home.
when you get married. What would you call your kid? Scott Kettle?
That's a good question.
Hi,
I,
Soot
I'm
Kettle.
very good.
How are you
Hi.
today?
I am very good.
That's good.
How are you?
Good.
Oh, that's good. How are you, Deviant?
I'm happy.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Uh, uh, we sick of that guy Power Word. Soot Kettle. He got in a debate with Mark.
I haven't had really that much time to watch anything. I've been doing some other stuff the last 4 days.
Did you uh you know that guy Lupin the other day? His funny title is
Secrets.
Video Ghost is King TV.
The what?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. Ghost is King TV. His response he did to everyone, it was funny. He's just a crazy guy. Uh oh, did you see that Power Sky video where they had a lady dancing and she keep on dancing? And then she's pop up say,
Repent.
Oh, yes, yes, I saw that.
that was funny. Yeah, Claude brought that to our attention. It was funny. It was,
Matao.
Repent.
What?
Oh
What
no,
is-
were we Matt Powell?
I just thought of that video.
Oh.
Pow!
What does Claude talk about? Great know all is telling
He's
us.
telling you. I have no idea. That's why I asked what. I don't know. The great
Oh, the great.
know all is telling us what, and who is or what is this great know?
I don't
I'm
know.
very confused.
Is
I'm
he
very
talking about you?
Probably.
Oh, but
Yeah.
that's crazy. Oh, what can I say? You know, Ken has his own app now on his show where he put his shows on.
What?
Yeah, I seen him the other day. Me and Mark saw it. Uh, he talked about because he's having problems on Genesis Baptist Church. Him being
Yeah.
struck down. He said we're on Rumble and apps. Yeah, get hold of science. Yeah, Mark looked at it the other day.
Kent
So
Hove in
wait,
science? Or what?
Scientist, I guess. I don't know. It's crazy. It's
so
crazy. He has his own
wait,
app now. Oh, okay.
Oh,
well,
jeez.
it
Yeah, it's
could
like,
be because we all know that Kent is technically he's a tech tard. Uh, so it could be that he's just misunderstanding.
it's
I mean,
crazy.
what kind of app would I can't imagine
Uh, Mark went on there and saw all kinds of old
because
time stuff, even back
developing an
then.
app
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
is not.
What do you say?
Yeah, no. I mean, just is it his seminars? Is it?
Yeah,
Uh, oh, okay.
it's
Oh my
weird.
goodness gracious.
He got all kinds of old time seminars back then when he was still at Dosler eventually. And he said he might have been with the behind the camera. That's how old. Probably back in 2020 or something. Is that crazy?
Yeah, it's a bit frightening too.
I mean, spending so much money on things like that. Uh, Throwing it into the sea.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, if you have to ask for donations on things like that, uh, no, make the donations for work for something that benefits everyone, not just himself.
It's crazy. Kids now on apps. Crazy. Yeah. God, why don't you? Yeah, why don't Claude build an ark? You should build an ark.
Yeah, I would like to know what the birds mean by the great no Earl is telling us.
Great know-how.
It's crazy. Uh, what I
The
heard, I
great
think I might have heard something like, can't think about building an ark.
Oh,
What do
I
you think?
bet it wouldn't surprise me. Because as long as he needs these constant projects to draw in donations and to always, always, always be building and never finishing is hallmark of fraudulent behavior. Uh, and I don't mean like I mean when it comes to finances.
Yeah, that's
You should always look out for if you're wondering if a business is legit. One thing to look at is, do they actually finish projects, or is it only constantly new projects, constantly new financial investments, and there are never conclusions. And that pretty much describes what Kent is doing over at
well.
his
What if?
mud pit.
Yeah, that kid's a crazy guy.
Yep.
When he debated Aiden, after he debated him, he says, "Aiden, you're gonna die." And told me, and he left.
I know.
It was funny what Aiden did, like that. Yeah, it was funny.
But you're gonna die, and so am I. And then it was just over. What?
Weird.
He's like
Yeah, I mean,
crazy.
it's a shame that people like Kent has to be so harmful and detrimental and just bad people, because a lot of how they are is actually very, very funny. It's very absurd, but I like it. I like absurd humor. But they just cannot not harm others, and it's a shame. I mean, we could all sit around here and just have a laugh.
Do you think
I mean, we
what
do
if
either
it
way.
took over the earth?
Oh my goodness, don't say that.
Oh, sorry.
Revolution.
Okay, if that happens, I'm gonna dig a hole and I'm gonna jump into that hole thing I have dug far down enough that I will pop out the other end with such force that I'm thrust into the stratosphere. And then I can just sail around along with other space debris. Yeah, I'm leaving. Or if I'm really lucky, it turns out that there actually is a God. And when I hurtle out into space, I accidentally crash into God, and then I'm gonna complain. I have some complaints. I'm gonna tell him, look at what you have done, and I'm gonna point at Kent. What?
And he's gonna say, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
What if
Yeah,
he said that's the
and
devil's work? I was like,
if he says that it's the devil, I'm gonna say, yeah, I know. Duh.
But do you think? What if he fall? Do you think? What do you think? Lupin, not Achilles. What he said after the eclipse thing.
I haven't seen
Um,
that one actually.
oh, right. No,
Yeah,
so to summarize, he's basically saying like, no, I never said that the eclipse was gonna be that the rapture was going to happen or end of the world was going to happen with the eclipse, which of course isn't true. He then went on to say that he, since way back, had asked, or rather told God, to, when the rapture happened, he was going to leave him behind to do, for some reason he was going to go around with a sword, and yeah, something like that. And also that the rapture actually did happen. So to summarize, it was very confusing and a
Or
total retcon.
maybe he just misspoke. And what he really meant was the tractor was gonna happen.
Oh no, not the tractor.
Yeah,
It could be a tractor beam.
the eclipse and the tractor.
That
The combine
sounds like
harvester
something
is
that happens in
coming.
Russia.
A tractor.
En tractor.
God's gonna use a combine harvester and tractor you all.
What if Achilles turned out to be the Achilles from the Greek gods?
Oh, then he has not aged well.
No. And also, if that happened, it would be the final proof of what I've always been saying. The
That he's an
Greeks
alien?
are Johnny come latelys, and they have nothing on Egypt.
What if Mark Reed is the Professor X?
Mm-hmm.
The real life Professor X.
If what? If Mark Reed?
It's the real life Professor X.
Well, are we sure he isn't?
He could be.
Are we really sure he isn't? He could be.
But who's the science be?
Who's he?
Could he be of the sea?
I don't really know. I can't really, I have to admit, I can't really distinguish sea science from just the general rubble of prolapse boys.
What if? I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, this is the video where Achilles talk about the rapture stuff. Like, I mean, that he's complaining about everyone going crazy over it and stuff. That one. Also
Is it the one he?
Yeah. The one where he talked
Oh
about.
yeah.
I'll show you the Lupin video. It's funny.
Responding to the trolls. I want you guys to pay like very, very close attention, okay?
Badly sunburned.
First, take care with your living. Now, concerning food sacrificed to idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge makes one conceited. But if love edifies people, if anyone thinks that he knows anything, he is not yet as he ought to know. But if anyone
He is not
loves
seen
God,
now and known.
he is known by him.
Oh my goodness! You scared
Hello.
the crap out of me.
It is me. I am the disembodied voice of God. Deviant. Why did you forsake Aiden City?
I didn't.
She found
I've
a
always
better
stood.
city.
Yes.
You want to share your thing with Jiggy if you want to, Aiden?
What's that?
Let me see your canals.
Oh, I haven't built those yet. I just
That
started.
sounded very weird. I did not mean it to sound that weird. I'm sorry.
I mean, like, your partner's in the room right now, Deviant. I mean, come on, be a little more subtle than that. No, I'm joking. No, I haven't built those yet. I have not built them yet. I've just started playing for the day, so. And I'm not going to play for too long. I'm going to have some pizza, and then I'm going to go out on my scooter. I'm very excited.
What kind of pizza?
It's 3 meat, otherwise known as Meat Lovers Pizza.
From Little Caesars?
No, actually, we made it ourselves.
Are you sure you're not going to put peanut
fast.
butter on it? Like Kent does?
Yes.
Is that crazy? Kent like to put peanut butter on his pizza.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure that if I say even jokingly that he spreads peanut butter on his pizza, though, that we'll hear all about it from Missing Mod.
Probably.
Oh.
What was that?
Probably.
Yes. I'm trying to make it so that my tram network doesn't go across my main interchange, because trams, I don't know if you knew this, they're kind of big.
You sure?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm trying to make it so that they disrupt a minimal amount of traffic. It's quite a challenge, though, because things are quite packed together at this point.
Guys, what do you think is... when he did that clip on there, I'm not sure what was he talking about. Lupin? He said this response to the trolls, and then he put... he went to the Bible and stuff. You know what he's talking about?
Well, I mean, like, you could claim that you're above responding to the trolls, or you could make hours-long live streams complaining about those same trolls and trying to get your friends in on complaining about them and trying to get them to attack parts of those people's characters that aren't even there. Like, you could do one of those things, or you could do the other. You can't actually do both. I guess you can if you don't have integrity, but I'm coming from the angle of actually having integrity, so I'm probably speaking Greek to someone like Lupin when I say things like that.
And what was his title mean? He said Ghost is King
Oh, but
TV.
I thought all of his channel was just...
It's all about the
Bible
gospel.
stuff.
Yeah, it's nothing but the gospel, except when it's not. Don't worry about it, you heathen unbeliever. I mean, like, wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, it was so weird. His title said Ghost is King TV.
What?
Yeah, that was his title. Was one of part of the titles of his videos. The hashtag Ghost is King TV.
I mean, I agree. I think that might be one of the few things that he's ever said that is accurate. But
And then
yeah, weird flex, bro.
he's just a crazy guy.
He is indeed a crazy guy.
Is he the righteous power?
Or as they'd say in Swedish, a cruising guy.
Vad fan?
Det är inte så vi pratar.
Nej.
Yes, Hinga Herga.
Nej, nu jävlar.
Leif Erikson. Eric
You
the
wanna-
Red.
Yes, what about him?
Surströmming.
I'm trying to speak your language. What,
Yeah,
Leif
but you know,
Erikson
it's
isn't
not
a critical
Leif.
component of your language?
It's not like some leaf. It's leaf. Not
It's
leaf.
way funnier when
We're
you
not
say
talking
leaf,
about the
though.
tree here. We're talking
It's
about
way
the
funnier
person.
when you think that a random piece of foliage discovered the North American continent, though, okay? Like, let's face it. It is funnier that way.
That is funny. And unexpected.
Why are we gasping?
Yeah. That other day, Lupin just when he went off on, went off. Well, Lupin, he's a crazy guy. Achilles, he's
No! Not him! What are you gonna say next? What are you gonna say next? Canthoven is a cult leader? Like, come on, Gangster Ghost. Like,
what if
getting a
he's
little
a cut
crazy.
leader?
A what?
A cut leader. CUT.
Oh, I thought you said CUCK leader, and I was about to burst out into quite a fit of laughter there, but, a cult leader, or a cut leader? I don't know. I'd have to... I do know he's a cut leader.
cutlery. That he's not.
Do you believe in monkeys?
Well, according to you, Gangster Ghost, apparently we are still monkeys.
What if Achilles evolved into the first step of human evolution to be X?
Wait, what did he say? What did he say?
Achilles is the first step of human evolution to be X-Men.
Yes! 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 I think you figured it out, Gangster Ghost. Oh, he's really gonna... He's gonna be quite a fan of that when you say that to him in person. Let me just tell you that right now.
And what if Brett is linked between humans and manatees?
Well, we know for a fact that that's
we
true.
already know. Yeah. It's been
I mean, like,
established.
it's a given.
Yeah.
It's basically a given at this point, as much as, well, I was gonna say something clever, but then I got distracted by my city. Anyways, insert clever comment here.
I'm trying, but it's very hard.
Why is it down on the ground like that? That makes no sense whatsoever. Who would design it that way? God, whoever designed this city is a fucking idiot. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Sure. Don't sugarcoat it or anything.
Are you playing Sims?
Playing Cities Skylines is what it's called. It's like a more modern version of the Sim City franchise.
I always have weird thoughts and stuff. Like, what if they made an Adam and Eve Sims?
What if?
Well, what if they made an Achilles Sims?
What if?
If they did
you
what?
could make him as a character in Sims.
You could?
You could make Achilles as a character in The Sims, it's true.
All telescopes.
Oh man, don't tempt me. to make him a character in The Sims, please.
Well, if
I
he
used
turns
to
around
make
and tell you,
skins for Sims long time ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You were
Like
a modder. I wasn't aware.
Yes.
well, do you guys know
In
how
like
mod videos?
2002. 2002. Huh?
Simpler times, honestly.
Do you know
Oh
how
yes,
mod video
much.
games?
I was just a little toddler. I didn't have to worry about any of life's responsibility. I didn't have to worry about taxes. You know, I didn't have to worry about debt or any of that stuff. I basically just had to worry about where I was going to take a crap next. That was about the extent of my concern at that point in my life. And I kind of want to go back.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, you were 2. I was gonna say, weren't you like 12? And then I
No,
realized
God, no.
it was worse than that.
It was worse. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up. I don't need to hear that.
It was worse because it speaks to my own age. That's what's worse about it.
Nice save. It, just like how the resolution
so.
of my city was blocky, not the layout of it, right?
But it's true.
I believe you.
I said I want to live in your city.
I know.
Has anyone else said that?
No.
Right.
No, nobody has, as a matter of fact, so... Stop giving me reason to stop complaining about you, Deviant. I want you to be my enemy, and the fact that you are making it as difficult as you are is really hurting my feelings right now.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh.
You're really harshing my buzz, as
I
the
didn't
kids
mean
would
to.
say.
Get hip with the young people.
Not as hip with the young people as Kent, but maybe one day.
Have you ever find out who were those 2 guys who tried to, like one guy, the angry grandpa, who tried to power bomb, A-bomb, Mark Sheen? Do you know who they are?
I have no idea. They were probably Brett, is my estimation of it. It was probably Brett, because Brett had a history of me
Simply
debating
because
Kent,
he's the only person who does it.
Well, it goes beyond that as well. Like, that happened specifically after the debate between me and Kent, and Brett has a history of the debates between me and Kent, and specifically trying to make sure that nobody sees my debate with Kent. So, the motivation definitely aligns the best with that, I would say.
Wait, so he has previously...
he's porn bombed people before in the past, yeah.
Yeah,
he's porn
that
bombed
I know. But he has tried to prevent...
Oh, well, the debate between me and Brett is there. Like, Brett has it. He's said as much that he has it, but he's also stated that he's intentionally making sure that it's never released, basically just to piss me off, which, not very good. It hasn't really worked out all that well, considering I'm not all that upset about it, but hey. All I'm saying is that he has an established history of doing this before, so he definitely fits the bill the most as far as a culprit is concerned.
Yeah. And he tried to have Mark's channel taken down by making false copyright claims.
Not Brett. Couldn't be Brett.
Oh no, definitely not Brett.
Maybe it was not Brett.
Too much of a gentleman.
Yes, a gentleman and a scholar. So we need to add that as well.
And a stallion.
And a stallion, that's right, yes. That was his old name for his... Oh, guys, this is the stallion. Oh,
I said humanity.
The huge manatee.
I know.
Yeah, know what Mr. Talks talked about on there.
Oh, that guy that Charles couldn't get over his lips. At least they weren't hairy lips this time. That's all I've got to say about that.
What if you get possessed by the
Say what?
Possessed by the ST demon?
Yeah.
Maybe he'll make an appearance.
Oh no.
We may
What
be
about-
lucky enough that we might receive an appearance from the ST demon.
What about?
My favorite one out of all those is Father Charles in that shirt that you did of it. Ooh. Gets me every time I hear
it. There were Dustin was under talk about witchcraft.
No, Dustin's never talked about witchcraft before. That's nonsense.
That's why I wonder what would happen if he talked to Robin about witchcraft. It's witchcraft. Oh, what do you say?
What if it's Twitchcraft, like the streaming platform?
Well, spacecraft. Oh, Minecraft.
Thank you, Deviant. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You ever played Minecraft?
I have. I actually, I'm not playing it at the moment, but I do typically play it every now and then. Do you have it on PC? Do you have the Java edition Gangster Ghost?
I'm not really into Minecraft. My niece
What?
and nephews are. Oh,
Better get Minecraft so that we can play.
okay. And do you ever watch seen Nine Frights of Freddy's?
I have seen Five Nights at Freddy's. As a matter of fact, I dedicated an unhealthy amount of my youth during my teens. Well, not even teens, I guess late tweens, early teens, trying to dissect the lore of that game. I want the time that I dedicated to trying to figure the lore of that game out back, is what I'm trying to say. Because I could probably use that time for slightly more productive means at this point in my life. But alas, as they say, youth is wasted on the young.
That's true.
You know they made a movie out of it?
They did make a movie out of it, yes.
I heard they're talking about making a sequel.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not too surprised. I mean, it's basically a franchise that prints money.
But what if it's based on you?
You think I'm the killer? You think I'm the purple guy, Gangster Ghost?
I think you're
That's
the
me.
guy who fights.
Oh, I'm the security guard? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not cool. That's the opposite of cool. Can I not do that? Can I not get, stuffed inside of an animatronic suit? Forcibly, that would be...
Brett King is one of the monster guys.
I'm a monster in this situation.
Part man, part T.
Part man, part T. That's gotta be the tagline for the Brett King movie. Part man, part T. He's so fucking stupid. I love it.
I did ask that one guy, Mr. Talk, if he ever wanted to come on here.
What about Mary Taco? Did you ask her?
I didn't get a chance to.
Aww. Shame, Gangster Ghost. Shame!
Oh, sorry.
You should be.
No.
Well, what would happen if they Mr. Talk come on here and Brett King did too?
I think the universe would implode at that particular moment in time. I don't think that we would be able to handle it.
That's what Mark had to ask.
What does Mark have to ask? Hold on.
Question for the panel.
Go ahead.
If Jesus told you to your face that you would live to see his return, would you conclude that he would return 2,000 years from now? No.
No, I don't think that's a very logical conclusion. I know why he's asking this. It's because of
Would I live that long?
Yeah.
Well, you
He's
would have
asking this because of
to.
a conversation with Power Word, and he was making a good point here, basically saying that
Yeah.
the only way that... You all already know. Why am I saying this?
Yeah, power word. Use
But-
power to the word. Oh, sorry.
So our physiology doesn't support us living for that long.
What if they invent a machine
It's
that
actually
reverse your age
it's actually
to 18?
sorry.
Oh. What if they
What did
invent a
you say?
machine that could reverse your age to 18 and you stay there forever?
That'd be kind of cool. I wish I'd probably have it stop at 25 because that's when neural development stops. So
Your brain would be just as developed, but it'd be the age is.
Yeah, that's the issue. At 18, your prefrontal cortex hasn't developed fully.
It'd still be just
So
as
you're
developed.
kind of like it.
man, I gotta be honest, I'm scared.
Estimating consequence. You should be. It's coming for
I
you.
am. No, I am, because I've got like a year and a half left for my brain to develop, and this is all I've been able to cobble together. Like, this is it? Really, brain? You can do better. Come on, we've still got time. We can work this out. It's fine. It's all gonna work out. It's gonna be okay.
You know,
it's gonna be fine.
It's once when it's finished developing, that's when you can start to build to it. So
that's when I can start what?
That's when you can start building to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
it's like you can't drive a car until it's finished.
Well, if you saw a car on the side of a beach one day when you're walking by, would you just assume that just came out of nothing? Would you assume that those parts just randomly assembled each other, Deviant? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
yes, thank you.
My brain started stopping developing.
What was it, like half a year ago at this point, right?
20 years ago.
It's half a year ago.
So.
Because you're half my age and I'm 58.
Right.
But what if,
exactly.
Yeah.
Reverse your aging back to 18, but you still have the brain just as developed as now, but just reverse your aging back to 18. What would you do?
That'd be kind of sweet. Do I go back in time as well, or is it just my age? Okay.
Just
that's a good question. I mean, that's not too far off from where I am right now, so not a heck of a lot would change for me.
What about
you
have a machine that can make food out of energy?
I mean, I'd have a few more years to live if I reverted back to 18, so I'd definitely be grateful for that. But
I have to run and pick up my food. I'll be back in a couple of seconds or a minute.
Okay. We miss you.
Oh, first it's a couple of seconds and then it's a minute. Come on, Deviant. Which one is it? One of these days I'll get tired of giving Deviant a hard time, but that day is very far from now.
You're a crazy little guy. Oh, but what would you do, Scott Kettle?
Scott Kettle.
Thank you, Aiden.
No problem, anytime, buddy. Always happy to help.
What would you do if you could reverse your body age back to 18?
Oh, I would try to keep my body in the same shape until I'm 52 again.
Best of luck. I'm already failing, and I'm only a few years removed.
But Aiden, you're only 17. Right, Aiden?
Yes, Gangster.
Why
are all my businesses failing? What the heck?
Because you're Kent.
Yeah. Not enough customers is definitely the notification Kent is getting at his
You
facility.
have to
right
ask for
now.
donations.
I do. Gangster Ghost, how much you want to give to my city?
$1 billion.
That would definitely help. That would definitely get our economic development off the ground.
Oh, so many Jeeps and side-by-sides.
Yeah. Kent's immense fleet of Jeeps and side-by-sides that he would buy. It would kind of be a little interesting to see what he would do to squander $1 billion.
What about $1 billion?
What about a Billy, as in truck driving Billy, and dollars?
What about Dustin Bucks?
Dustin Bucks. Still an all-time classic of yours.
Oh, thank you.
I think that's pretty much where Kent is right now.
He's a crazy little guy.
He's a crazy. You're a crazy little guy, Gangster Ghost, and we love you, buddy.
Oh, thank you. We love you guys. What if Dustin tell you, I would paint your mouth if your mouth was on fire? Then
I would probably be Claude.
That was so funny.
Because that's the only person he said that to.
Oh, he said it to another person, too.
Ooh.
Miss Maud.
Ha! Yeah, well, at this point, she deserves it, quite frankly, so that's all I'm going to say on that.
It's crazy. I would have paid your mouth if your mouth was on fire. Isn't that funny?
It is, but I'm going to try to keep my missing mod comments to a minimum.
What if he thinks you're thirsty?
Well, then it's even worse, isn't it?
I've never heard of someone's mouth being set on fire. Have you?
I have, yes.
Oh. If you do, make sure don't go around.
Why do you think Flamin' Hot Cheetos exist, Gangster Ghost? Do you ever think of it that way?
Oh, no.
See, this is why you have me around, for those really, esoteric scientific opinions that you're not going to find from your average person. That's why you keep me around.
You're a good young man, and we're all proud.
That actually made me a little happier, Gangster. Thank you. That lightened my disposition a little bit. I appreciate it.
Oh, that's good. What about what if you
Oh no.
What?
Gangster Ghost's idea bin is running dry. Someone quickly. Anyone, someone, please.
Have you ever? You said you've been to the UK.
I have. Yes, that's true.
Oh, when did you get there?
Plane sick. Pretty plane sick is when I got there for the first day or two. I've learned that I don't fly well. I don't have a fear of flying or anything like that. It's the safest form of travel that you can really take, conventionally speaking. But I get very, very airsick when and it's not even when I get there at first. It's after I've slept for a day. I wake up and I'm just horribly ill. And it wasn't just when I was in the UK. The only reason why I say that as a rule is because the exact same thing happened to me when I got back as well. So apparently I've basically got to set a day aside whenever I travel for being prepared to be airsick.
I never flown before.
You never flown before? It's honestly, it's a bit of an underwhelming experience. In my opinion, it's built up so much in the cultural zeitgeist, and then you actually do it, and it's like, wow, that sure was an experience.
Have you ever flown Scott Kettle?
Yeah, several times.
Oh.
But not so often in the last years.
Can you fly without a plane? With your bare hands?
If I
I
fly,
know,
what?
Aiden, can you fly with your hands? Like
Well, my
Superman?
hands are quite big, but not that big.
If you just flap them really hard, though.
I know Aiden can fly. Only if someone's not looking. Then he can.
I love one of Brett Keen's classic arguments is, well, I want to grow a pair of bat wings and fly away, but I don't, so that means evolution's just bullshit. And it's like, I've never actually gone out of my way to refute that argument because, like, why would I waste my time doing that? But,
Well,
yeah,
what
it's
about Ken
not as
says
silly an argument as you think it would be.
evolution's true? Why can't he evolve to be immortal?
Because that's not how aging works.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, aging is a process, basically, where copying errors will compound upon themselves every time that your genes are copied over time. And because those errors will keep compounding more and more as time goes on, that's what leads to us physically aging and visibly aging. So you can't evolve away from copying your genome.
Oh, he says that if evolution's true, why not just evolve to be immortal? Why would you have kids?
Well, I just said, aging as a process is necessitated by every single unless you were somehow able to produce a strand of DNA that did not need to copy itself at any point and was just able to perpetuate itself for the entire lifespan of that organism. That's really the only effective way I can imagine where you would stop aging. But I mean, like, lobsters are arguably immortal. There are certain species of lobsters that don't age in the conventional sense, and we've observed for as long as we've been able to record them for specific specimens that have still not died after being observed for hundreds of years. So, I mean, like, when we're talking about immortality, though, I'm assuming that you're talking about, like, a total halting of any kind of aging, and that's not what we see with lobsters. They still are aging, they're just not aging in a conventional sense.
Well,
Also, let's not forget that evolution isn't you and I and everyone alive are not going to evolve into anything. We are what we are. See,
what if you evolve into Ken Hovel?
well, I would kill myself instantaneously. I would probably.
I was not expecting that as an answer. Jesus Christ! Wow, that was really out of pocket, Deviant. You're getting on my kind of sense of humor right there. Just out of left field, most shocking thing you can say. Thank you, Deviant. I appreciate that. I'm gonna start my virtual camera.
Who's
And
this extra flesh dino?
It's the pantless preacher.
Oh,
it's Christian Pike.
I'm gonna share my screen here of my city now.
Ooh.
So that Deviant can take a look.
Yeah.
There it is.
Ooh. Oh my
This
goodness,
is the area
it's
that
grown.
It has. It's grown just a little bit. But yeah, this is it so far. Population of only 10,000 people as of right now, which you wouldn't think that only 10,000 people live here given the scale, but that's because I've spread things out intentionally, because it's the suburbs. It's supposed to be all spread out.
It's very spread out. If it's 10,000.
Yes. Yeah, this is about 10,014 people to be specific. Here, let me show you in the resource panel. All that green is all of the forest coverage that I've added to the city. So yeah. What's that I hear in the background? Is that you, Gangster Ghost, or is that Soot Kettle?
I think it's Soft Kettle.
It's Mission.
It is.
No, sing the same.
I've just got Brett Keen's. I've just got the Brett Keen parody of "Comfortably Numb" stuck in my head for some reason, and I've had it stuck in my head all day. Your lips move, and I don't like what they're saying. You're only
Don't ruin. Don't ruin Pink Floyd, please.
I have become
Oh no!
comfortably norm.
No.
Deviant's desperately trying to purge that from her memory.
I'm crying.
Now. She's like, that didn't happen. It's fine.
Nothing's going on here. You ruined it. You ruined it.
What about
What
Pink
happened
Hogan?
to the
All in all, you're just another volunteer on the wall.
Pink? Kan pinka på Hogan? Fast, nej.
No,
Vill inte vara så nära.
Too close.
What kind of sports do you guys have out in Sweden? Like fish juggling? I imagine it's a pretty popular sport in Sweden. Let's see, meatball rolling. Well, it's got to be another one.
Maybe you have heard of this game known as hockey.
Shut up.
You
didn't invent it. You didn't invent it. It's not true. It's a load of Nordic fucking propaganda that is lies. Built to try and deceive the masses. Right. No, I'm not going to tolerate this. I'm not going to tolerate you just sitting here casually besmirching my entire culture. That's unacceptable. Right? Who would do that? Who would just casually just make things up about someone's culture like that and just try to propagate that as though it's true? It's disgusting, is what it is. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, I am not. I'm very proud.
You hear, Deviant? I'm proud that I just deceived people. That's what she just said. I'm proud of my deception.
You're the liar. Liar, Mom.
Well, you are a liar, liar, pants on fire.
That's right. Where is that preacher man?
I don't know. How did it get zoned like that? Yes, game, that's exactly what I want. I don't want you to place it in what would be the logically most advantageous for me to place the street. I want you to place it. Never mind. Never mind. It's fine. Deviant, if you ever bring up hockey again in my presence the way that you did, there's gonna be trouble. That's all I'm saying. There's gonna be trouble.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. No problem. Anytime, buddy. Always happy to help you out, pal.
I'm writing it down right now, you know.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Brother Pike was trying to join. I didn't know.
Well, thank you for making sure that didn't happen.
But he's Brother Pike.
Exactly. He can join as long as he keeps his mic
And
muted
he's-
while he's talking.
Okay. But he's Brother Pike.
Brother Pack.
I bet you he's trying on shorts right now. That's why
Oh my
he
god.
can't come on.
You're right.
It's his guilty pleasure. He's standing in the bushes, just trying.
One of these
on
days, I'm gonna
shorts.
walk into a Winners or a Kohl's or something like that, and he's gonna be there in shorts, and I'm gonna call him out.
Hawaii shorts.
Hawaiian shorts, yes. Definitely, not even a question.
Him and Kent side by
He's gonna
side.
do his best Kent Hovind impression while he's in them too. He's just desperately trying to aid Kent's routine. You can do better, Christian. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay,
Yay!
I was just sitting
built a
here
couple of-
thinking how disturbing it is for you to hear me eat. And then I read Mark's latest comment. When
Wait.
I burp, it tastes like birthday cake.
Is that all the time, Mark? Because if that's all the time, you might want to get that looked at.
Yeah.
Does it taste like copper to anybody else right now? Burnt toast? It's like, Come on, I'm so close to finishing this tram network. Please, budget. Please just go into the green.
Hope Brother Pike's not angry.
No.
He's Brother Pike.
I can't
He's
think
not
he
as
is.
angry
I can't
as
believe it.
Lupin in his righteous anger towards Father Charles.
He really went off on Father Charles. That was messed up.
It was very messed up, and he basically just tried equivocating what happened in a false sense of humility. It was quite disgusting.
Oh, do you want to see his video about Father Charles or something? Well, what do you think?
Sure. What do you mean not enough workers? You're in the high-density part of my neighborhood, and there's not enough workers?
But he is the righteous Howard.
He is. He's the leader of the pack.
Well, I changed that title, that thing did, to be Power Town Word versus
Key Mark versus Power Town.
Oh, what about? Yeah, that was crazy.
He tried going in and like doing this takedown on Mark earlier today, and it totally blew up in his face. The whole cardinal direction argument fell a lot flatter than I think he was expecting it to.
Oh no, Grace stole McKinley's sandwich.
No! Grace. That's a bad puppy dog.
You don't steal the sandwich.
I very rarely say this, but that is a bad puppy dog.
Poor Mackenzie. I bet Grace is really happy about this.
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are.
I've seen my cat before pick up food like a person and put it in her mouth. You ever seen that before?
I've not.
I had. Yeah, it's crazy.
My first cat stole when she was a kitten, and she was on a diet. She stole an entire loaf of frozen bread and dragged it from the kitchen in my parents' home upstairs and hid it behind a pair of old speakers.
Just imagine the cat going, "I've got a cunning plan."
Yeah. I mean, the loaf of bread was larger than she was. She must have.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to be able to do it. One more road upgrade and I can get my tram track finally finished. Oh my gosh. Yes! All right. Now I can do it. I'm sorry. I've been waiting for like more in excess of 30 minutes for that to finally happen. So the tension was palpable.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm not sure what happened, but I'm glad it did.
I was finally able to get my tram network set up.
Yeah, we're getting one where I live as well. Or we had one.
Trams are awesome.
Yeah, and then they decided that no, we're not going to have any trams. And they dismantled everything.
Wow.
And now it's been like yeah.
Why? What was the reasoning?
I have no idea. It was something like it's not part of a modern city or something like that. It was really stupid. Really stupid.
Sounds about as much of a good reason as a bureaucrat would give, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. And now for the last, like, almost, not 20 years, but at least 15 years, they have been mulling over this, whether or not to bring it back. And since a couple of years back, it's been decided that yes. And it's going to cost a shitload of money.
A whole bunch more than the original project, I would dare suspect.
Yep.
I can't believe it. It's almost like it was used as a money laundering scheme to be able to get more money out of people. But that couldn't be true. The government's here to help us.
Yeah. They don't care about themselves at all.
No, God, what would ever give you that impression?
I don't know. Pure fantasies.
That's what it would have to be at that point.
Amazing Grace.
What? How sweet the sandwich
that you stole from Mackenzie.
Look at the great Lupin and his sunburn.
The great Lupin and his sunburn, yes. I see it.
And they're talking about Father Charles.
Nothing but nice things, I'm sure.
Yeah. But they wouldn't say his name.
That was an interesting way to handle the intermission.
I love stumping the earth when he was like, at least give his initials, like we're still in middle school.
I'm human. It's interesting because a lot of this artwork is probably coming from a Catholic, but we're about to get into a little bit of a Catholicism here, and
we're about to get into a little bit of the
kind of a big
religious sect that Father Charles doesn't describe to you real quick.
In this area. So yeah, like I said, I mean, dude, for me, like whenever the internet came about, and for me, it's very personal to me. It's probably personal to every person that has been born.
All
that is
right,
currently
Grandpa
alive
Lupin,
while
that's
I'm alive.
great. Let's go to bed
like,
now.
To be born in this time, but
In
for
your
me,
generation.
in my generation, yeah, because it was just like, okay, boom, I
That's
get
great,
born,
Grandpa
and then
Lupin. Let's go to bed now.
we're barely getting, past like telecommunications, communications getting more widespread, printers,
It
faxes,
sure
machines,
is, isn't it?
then the internet, and then boom, skyrocket, instant information,
Skyrocket.
and chips and everything.
Yes.
And for the atheists to like kind of deny some of these things, it's got a lot to do with, I think, like you guys said, it's a lot of pride and everything. Another thing that I was kind of, it was just strange, and I'll be honest with you guys. Today the flesh kind of won, and I kind of went off on a certain person on another channel because I kind of just I lost it. I had it up to a year and I lost it, but it's kind of like
the reasoning that he gives for this is totally fallacious. By the way, he tries saying, hold on, pause. Yeah, nothing says pause. Yeah, there's Stump in the Earth being a middle school girl. Give his initials at least. Like we're at a lunch table trying to spread rumors about who Stacy's seeing next. Like, oh my goodness, this whole the flesh was wanting, and it was wrong of me to do it when I went off on him, but he had it coming. That is the true essence of repentance right there. Saying I did something wrong, but really when you think about it, I didn't actually do anything wrong. That's the true spirit of repentance right there. So thank you, Brother Lupin, for showing us what real Christianity is.
Oh. You're welcome.
Not you! I'm talking to Brother Lupin, Gangster Ghost. Jeez.
Lupin.
Are you the leader of the pack?
No. But Lupin, DD. He takes a poo on you and me.
He takes an Achilles on you and me.
Lupin, takes a poop and... Do you know?
I love this new like death metal version. Lupin! Takes a poop.
Who you think of that? He doesn't like rock and roll, little young kids.
Why are there so many Norwegian and Swedish death metal bands? You guys live in the most prosperous region in the entire planet, and you guys are like, it is horrible, everything sucks.
You listen to very bad music if you think that's what it sounds like.
It is in fact everything that you guys sound like. I'm trying to be charitable to your culture right now and only ascribe things that are accurate to it right now.
Okay, that's good.
I'm trying to make sure that I don't misrepresent it because I'm very cautious about misrepresenting cultures.
I understand that fully. I mean, it's an important thing.
It is.
Like hockey.
It's almost as important as shut the fuck up. You know?
Oh.
I'm sorry, what was that? I had a connection issue there for a sec, sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
Me too.
Me too, yeah. Oh, okay, that's okay. I'll repeat it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. You know I'm joking, otherwise I wouldn't say it.
Okay, that's
no. Of course. I'm joking too.
Oh, yes, the trams are coming out. They're so beautiful. Oh, the
Well, they
throughput.
did.
The pedestrian throughput. It's a beautiful thing.
Want to watch more?
Why are there so many of them? We don't need this many trams. They're like, yeah, we have a small city of 10,000 people. 22 trams ought to do the trick. It's like, no.
That's right. That's right.
You mean trains?
No, trams are trams are kind of like between buses and trains.
I know who it is. I know.
Yeah, so I kind of lost it, but yeah, I can understand being like born in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, and understand being born and being probably Catholicism is probably one of the greatest, one of the largest religions I would imagine during that time, probably.
Yeah, it used to be even more influential in everything.
Yeah, and now it's like with the internet and the information and the technology with it and the TVs and everything that has been exposed. Now, look, I cannot sit here and completely say, and I am not saying that Catholics are bad people, anything like this. The parishioners actually they have done a tremendous amount of.
Well, I've already responded to this
good
before, and I need to go
for
scooting, so you
Christianity.
guys
They've
have
been a
fun
very
responding to this
powerful
dribble.
influence to Christianity.
Thank you for joining.
Scoot. The esoteric.
Yes.
What?
Scoot
like in the
indeed.
parishioners.
Thank you for joining us, brother.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank you for having us, Gangster Ghost. That's what really needs to be thanked. Thank you
yeah,
for building such a
on the,
beautiful community.
the average.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for
Gangster,
joining.
the
Have a
best.
good and safe day.
By the way, I'm just gonna make a prediction. Canada's gonna crush the shit out of Sweden in the next Olympic hockey game. I'm just saying, like just absolute blowout. I'm gonna make that prophetic prediction.
Sure. Go and scoot into the sun or whatever you were gonna do.
Did you just say go scoot into a sauna? Because that's quite. Those things have a lot of amps and volts in them, DV. And you're basically saying go electrocute yourself. Go take a bath with a toaster.
I
Is
actually
basically what
said
you're trying to say.
into the sun.
Ah, yes, much better, much better. You
Much
just want me.
better, right?
You just want me to scoot into a supermassive ball of plasma, not into a steamy hot room.
You said that was what you were gonna do. Don't blame me.
I didn't say I was gonna scoot into the sun, DV. I never came up. I'll tell you what.
Okay, I must have had connection issues.
Mark's Tony's getting a kick out of this as well. All right, well, Dan, come join the show and tell us how we're all wrong because we think we're monkeys or whatever. Have a good day, everybody.
Take care.
You too.
Catholic is generally a good person, a good Christian, Bible-believing person. But maybe I gotta give this, and that's why I mean I even give this person grace, even though I went off on him, and he was trying to make it sound like I was anti-Catholic. I'm not anti-Catholic. It's just I don't understand how you. And this is going to be part of the plan, I would imagine, because Catholicism, the Vatican, a lot of that is probably going to be playing a big role in the end times.
No doubt.
But yeah, to be born in this generation and see all these things that the Catholics have done, man, dude, it's just hard. It's hard to wrap my head around why even choose that route. Like,
I will say this. I know that I think I understand what you're saying, and I've had to come to terms with this because it is like you say. I did not. I mean, a lot of the people in my family were Catholics at some point in time. So and I know they were good Christians. Many of them were very good Christians. On the parishioner side, on the exoteric side,
The
the problem is
exoteric side.
the esoteric side, the insiders, and for a long time I struggled.
What you say? Oh,
No, I just commented on the word. It was kind of a low comment, so.
okay. You want to say something? Just say. I'll
Okay.
pause. Okay.
Yeah.
With
Awesome.
that. And like what you were saying, Lupin, is once we got into the modern times where information was so easily available
Accessible.
to us, accessible and available to us, then I started understanding. I started understanding what the word apostasy meant when Paul explained it. Okay, because Paul explained it. It's called apostasy, and apostasy covers the esoteric and the exoteric. Okay, that's what apostasy covers. If apostasy covers both of those angles. All right, and once I started digging into historic facts, historic documents, historic events, then all of a sudden I started seeing the lie. I started seeing the, the deception. Okay, the apostasy. Okay, and
Yep.
that's where it gets a little difficult. But in the end, we're not called to necessarily either be like pointing that out completely all the time, or accusing, or judging. We're not called for that. We're called to basically preach the truth. Preach the truth. The important the important thing about God is that God is truth. Okay, so
Amen.
that's where we are called to be in at all times, as much as possible, the truth. So I've come to understand it, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Sometimes it does get to be a bit much as far as the flesh and the doctrinal basis that is in us. That the doctrinal foundation that is Christ in us.
Yeah, and I learned this. I learned this through our Bible studies whenever we were going through Acts. And I think one of the reasons why I kind of lost it a little bit on this. I didn't really attack it too bad. I did kind of lose my temper a little bit, but uh, it was it was it was what he was saying. It was it brought out like a zealot in me, because what he was saying was so contradictory to the Bible and to the way it was like I was angry because the truth was being distorted, and he was leading people down this like path of lies. And it's like, how can you be doing this? How can you be doing it? How can you be doing this? And then I tuned into the stream where he was like debating an atheist, and he was playing devil's advocate to the atheist.
Yeah. What do you think of that? I think he's talking about Big Bad Mama. I think. What do you think?
Well, he
So
could be
I was
talking
I
about
was busy.
anyone.
Yeah, I didn't see where all of this came from. I mean, I didn't see the show when he was talking to whomever he was talking to. And I'm also very confused by the entire so-called conversation they're having.
Do you think? Yeah, he's just a funny guy. Now he's all sunburned and stuff, all moving. That was so funny. He labeled his video hashtag "Ghost is King TV." I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, what was that? Ghost
is King TV.
Yeah.
That made no sense.
No. But
he's a funny guy. He's a crazy guy. Do you think his plot for war domination? What if he did took over the Earth?
I don't.
Righteous... But
I cannot see that
I think
happening.
it will end very badly for him. No.
What do you think of that one video when he came on there, took on Mark Stoney? I'm sure this one. He'd been stoned by the Stoney.
Which one of them?
Come here.
Pooping. He'd been pooping. Need
Oh, you
Okay,
got that there. I'm sorry.
That's right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Funny guy. He's a crazy guy. He's a couple books. Welcome to Superfield. What do you think of this?
Broad generalities coupled with abstract conclusions. Welcome to stupid. Yeah. I'm not sure if Mark is talking about me or Lupin, or if it's sometimes
Lupin,
difficult to know the difference.
But
Who said that? Big Bad Mama. Damn him.
What?
Nah, it was a comment Big Bad Mama did in the chat, like, I don't know, a long time ago. When I say long time ago, like, it could be months. And he said it just to kind of.
Big Bad Mama. Big Bad Mama.
Big Bad Mama.
Over his beloved dogs. We'll see how his beloved dogs.
It's friendly though. Okay, I won't promise that. Okay. See if you can get a little bit for me, would you? I found this dog on the street 2 weeks ago on Highway 41, a major highway. Gonna get run over. I rescued it. Not the biggest mistake in my life, but one of them. Okay, get that dog out here, would you, brother? Not that one. Where's the little one? Oh, bring the pug here too. Okay. One of our fans wants to see this. You're gonna touch. Come on. Okay, pug. Oh, yeah. Here. Say hi. Tongue hanging out. No, yeah. Where's a little bit? You didn't bring a little bit? Oh, okay. Go play in the traffic. Okay. I found this dog on the Highway 41. Completely useless. Why did they do this to the dog, brother? All that selective breeding and dog food to get what? I don't know. Anyway, I've had it for 2 weeks now. I don't know how to get rid of it. Get that dog out here, would you, brother? My wife's dog. Poor thing. It's not only ugly and dumb, it can't hear and it's blind. Friendly, though. You gotta be friendly when you can't run away.
Yeah, Kent Hovind doesn't like animals.
He's Count Olvine.
He didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Winner, winner, chicken eater. Wow. Microwave hurricanes. Oh, what about the dogs? That's a dog. That's a dog. Web. Hmm. AJ. AJ.
AJ.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Owen's microwave hurricane? I don't get that. Owen Bigfoot theories. Blue band, too bad.
What does he have a Bigfoot theory?
Yeah.
I have interviewed 10 people who swear they've seen a Bigfoot. The film, the Patterson film here, is the one made by the guy who confessed it was him in the suit. Matter of fact, there's the Bigfoot suit, not the original, but a copy of it is coming to Dinosaur Adventureland, going to be in our museum here. There's a guy in Colorado who's donating it to our museum. There are several theories about Bigfoot. Here are the theories. Some people say that all hoaxes are misidentified. Well, hoaxes, certainly that happens, but you got to be understanding, especially in the South here, who in their right mind is going to run around dressed up in the woods like that? How many rednecks are there within 30 miles there that shoot one of them things on sight? Look at that thing moving, bam! What is it? I don't know, George, let's go check it out. You know, that's just shoot first, ask questions later. You know, that's just the way it is, all right? The second theory says they're unidentified species of ape. Some people think they're some of the hippies from the 60s that haven't come in yet. They're hairy and they stink, okay? Some people think they're aliens from another world. I don't know about that one. Some people think they're simply genetic experiments gone bad. The bottom line is, I don't know, but those are the current theories that I'm aware of. I've interviewed 10 people who swear they've seen a Bigfoot. This film, the Patterson film here, is the one made by the guy who confessed it was him in the suit. Matter of fact, there's the Bigfoot suit.
We think that Miss Outcast.
It's insanity. I mean,
I have seen a Bigfoot. It's
I have seen.
It's next to my other Bigfoot.
I was gonna say I've seen plenty of Bigfoots, especially when I was a child, and I still see one. It's next to the Littlefoot. Because I have one of each.
Oh, you serious?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I'm very serious.
Here's Big Bad Mama's return to the Hovind show.
Creation is a myth, not a scientific theory. Big Bad Mama, are you still at it? When are you going to get the rollers out of your hair, honey? I mean, how curly do you want it? Anyway, Big Bad Mama, creation and evolution, neither one is technically provable scientifically, but only one's taught in the schools, isn't it? I'm not demanding that creation be taught. I think that's a logical conclusion. Idea. Where this pencil was made. Let's see, what's the name of this company? It's all worn off, I can't tell. Doesn't matter. But I'd be willing to bet $5 somebody made the pencil, okay? I don't know who did it, don't know where, but all the evidence would point to that somebody made it. These things don't make themselves. I think all the evidence would point to your thumb had, well, mine did anyway. I think there's no other logical conclusion. But you want evolution taught like it's part of science. It's not part of science, it's a religion. Give it up. When are you going to get the rollers out of your hair, honey? I mean, how curly do you want it?
What do you think of that? Is that crazy?
A little cuckoo.
Yeah, what you do? It turns out Mark Cerny's real name is Allah Gnash Your Teeth.
I guess we would have to start calling him that.
Yes, and we would also have to investigate whether or not he is a liar or if he's been called by the wrong name his entire life. Because he did say very clearly that no one has ever called me that.
Oh no. Sing the song.
It could change
Gnash your
everything.
teeth. Big Bad Mama finds Mark Stoney's dog.
I've been out here in the Santa Catalina Mountains, and I lost my dog. I can't find her anywhere. Oh, wait. Here comes... Wait a second. That's Big Bad Mama.
Mark Stoney.
Hey. Oh, thank you so much. I'm great.
What are you doing out here?
Oh, just hiking away for a walk. She got away from me. What are you doing out here?
Looking for Ken Hovind.
Oh, no, I haven't seen him. I think he's still in Linux.
Well, I'll catch you later. I'm gonna go out here.
All right, is that the way out?
This is where Ken Hovind went.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go this way because I think I hear the highway. I've been out here in the Santa.
Oh, funny. Did they ever capture him? Put him in a cage? Wesley song.
Where is it?
Here's a Wesley song. This will be Wesley song. Gnash your teeth, Allah. No time for you, Allah. Gnash your teeth, Allah. No time for you, Allah. You take the mark of the beast, Allah. What was it called? Money, Allah. Gnash your teeth, Allah. Mark of the beast, Allah. No time for you, Allah. Gnash your teeth, Allah. Let me say that.
I think it's beautiful.
Thank you. It's
I
a
applaud.
great Wesley song. So, Kenna, did you have any new videos come out?
Excuse me? What?
Did you have any new videos come out?
Not anything in my mind. Not anything planned.
Well, I need to show you something. Here's another thing I need to show you. Brush your teeth out loud. Go brush your teeth out loud. That's funny. Oh, this is a video I made of Kent Hova. This Kent and on.
Excuse me, miss. Are you tired?
I beg your pardon?
Are you tired?
No, why?
Because you've been running through my mind all day? Did it hurt?
Did what hurt?
When you fell from heaven, did it hurt?
Where you saw that?
Nightmare material.
Yes.
Crazy. Go brush your teeth, Allah. Then gnash your teeth, Allah. But see the Mark Stoney versus the Great Allah.
Crazy. Yeah, I was a bit.
Thing. Yeah,
Claude.
No, he went because I have a sense of humor. Big Bad Mummy, he can say things that I think out and tell you all my inner thoughts. It made me feel like a phone was ringing. Somewhere. Oh.
Get it, but make sure you mute yourself first.
Yes.
I mean, those debates, last two debates, you couldn't even tell be one from the other, really. I mean, it seems like they were exactly the same.
Yeah. I tell you what, I'm so impressed with Mark Reed. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he is
can
a really
hold his
good debater.
own. Yeah, I mean, he can say things that I think afterwards. Oh yes, I thought that, and I knew that, but I couldn't express it that way. He can express it brilliantly,
And very quick, very quickly.
very quick off the mark. Whereas the old clod, his brain ticks a bit slower, and he tells the punchline of the joke before he's told the joke, and he forgets things, halfway through. That's the clod. But, Mark reminds me of when I was a much younger man and totally brilliant, of course. Not.
I don't know if I was ever that sharp.
Well, no, I mean neither, but I can say I am because, who knows?
Wesley!
Hi, Wesley and Mark are here. How are you guys?
I'm okay. Hey, I wanted to point out on YouTube, there's no video showing at all. So I know it says you're live in this room and on YouTube, but all I'm seeing is a little square with the Gangster Ghost, and it says restream. And if you
Can
click
you
it,
hear
it
our
just goes,
voices?
no, nothing.
Oh,
Nothing at all.
Logan, do you want us to come back, go out?
I see you guys.
I can see them all.
Yeah.
Well, then what in the world? Because, I mean, here, let me show you. This
I'm
is
so
weird.
sorry. I just
I'm in the
looked it up.
restream.
Hi, Missing Mod. You're the one that asked about was I able to put drugs overnight? I think I answered your question.
Yeah, that's what I see.
I remember you, Missing Mod.
That is
And
weird.
if I click on it, it just refreshes the screen. And if I refresh the screen, oh, hey, look at that. Okay, cool.
Oh, thank you, Mark.
Everything's good
Yeah.
now?
Well, maybe, yeah, sure.
Oh, sorry about that.
Wesley, I'm glad you liked our interview and stuff, and that you got to send it to your friends. That was really cool.
Yeah, it was very, very professionally put together. I was rather taken aback how well you edited it. It was very nice.
Nice.
I enjoyed it as well. I thought it was a very enlightening discussion. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Well, quite occasionally, Big Bad Mama gets it right. Thank you. Well done, Big
Yeah,
Bad Mama.
a broken clock is right twice a day.
Right.
I'd like to ask Captain Jack Stoney. I'd like to ask, what is your degree in psychiatry or psychology?
I don't have one. Why?
Well,
no. I base what I say on what you told me in a public stream before. I'm not evaluating you. I'm just reiterating what you've told me.
Oh, is that what it sounds like?
Is that inaccurate?
Is that what it sounds like to you?
Is it inaccurate?
I'm not going to answer any of your questions.
I don't ask anymore then.
Okay.
Wesley.
How are you doing, by the way?
How are you?
Doing fine. I got a haircut since the last time.
Looks good. Looks good.
Shaved.
You're
I got a haircut recently too.
Called Sharp Dress Man.
Every girl's crazy about a sharp dressed man.
Yeah. Tomorrow, Brother Pike and Mark Stoney's having a face and a discussion and multiple discussing. Right?
Boom, boom, boom.
Is this going to be about Daniel starting at the entire chapter of Daniel, or is it going to start at like 24?
24 through 27 is what we're going to focus on, I believe.
Oh.
And that's the Daniel 70 weeks.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's going to be more of a interdimensional galactic duel to the death. So just be prepared for that.
Oh. You as Scorpion and him as Sub-Zero.
Well, why do you think I broke out Captain Jack? Just for the occasion. He's a pirate. I mean, I'm gonna commandeer this conversation and take over. And I mean, yeah, I have to give 5% back to the governor, but it's worth it. 95%. I'm gonna own 8,000 acres of land here before I lose the match. But hey, that's just Jack. That's what Jack does.
They don't know him, he don't.
That's very good. Jack shit. So I better not say.
I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask Captain Jack Stoney a question. When Jesus appeared to you and said to you, "No time to talk, Allah," why did he say your name is Allah, and what did he mean?
Well, first of all,
Miss Outcast. Yeah, why did he call you Allah?
That is a very good question, and I'm afraid I do not know because no one has ever called me Allah.
At first, I mean, I think he used to be on Mark's show back in the day too. But
Yeah,
he
yeah, I know.
went off before he went on Father Charles' show. He said, he got mad at Rosary and said some stuff, and he got kicked off. And there was another time he went on there with Brian Newman. He said, "Shut your not your teeth, Allah." He said to Brian. He's a crazy guy. He's a lovable character. What do you think
Yeah.
of him? What do you do if he asks you that question? Why did he call you Allah?
It's such
I'll say-
out of nothing question.
I'll ask, why did they call you Mohammed?
Mohammed.
Ali. Muhammad Ali. He's a crazy guy.
It
Actually
happened.
when
What's
it
your
isn't.
answer? Why did
But it hasn't.
Jesus call you Allah?
He didn't.
Ah.
I agree with
That's why I
Mark.
say it's a loaded question
Don't
because you're
leave
assuming
us.
It's not.
something.
It happened.
You're assuming
It's
a
because
condition.
you deny he is God, Captain Jack Stoney.
That's not true at all.
Captain
I
Jack.
don't deny that Jesus
You
Christ
are
of Nazareth
a
came in the flesh,
fraud.
lived a perfect life, was wrongly accused, wrongly convicted, and crucified on the cross. He said he was God. He said,
Yeah, you're all lip
before
service. You're a
Abraham
Muslim
was, I
believer,
am.
according
And
to
then he
Jesus.
rose. He
According
rose
to
from the
Jesus,
dead. He rose from
your
the
name
grave,
is
appeared
blotted out in
before
the book of
500
life.
people.
Your name is Allah. According
And
to
that's what
Jesus.
I believe. I confess it with my mouth and I believe it in my heart. So
No,
for
you
you
don't
to
believe it in
pass
your
this
heart because
judgment
you deny he
because
appeared to
I
you.
didn't see some kind of vision, you know, I didn't. I don't think
Well,
anybody in here
Jesus
would.
said you would, and apparently you're going to reject it. So enjoy hell, kid.
So can I ask you a question?
You
And
will
I'm
not
serious.
get any answer from me whatsoever. No, you may not.
Well, I'm gonna ask it anyway, and it's just
You're
out
gonna
of
talk to yourself.
curiosity.
Go ahead
I
and
want to
talk.
know. I want to know how many people have confided in you that they also saw this vision. It's just a curiosity.
When you take the Omni mark on your, are you going to get it on your forehead?
What is the Omni?
Are you really going to buy that supposed tuna salad with your emirate from having the Omni mark? Are you really
I
going to
do.
get that?
Well, in all reality, I do like tuna salad, but I buy my tuna salad from the Albertsons down the street. I like to mix it with a little sweet pickle relish and mayonnaise. I'll either eat it plain or on a sandwich or with some crackers. But yeah, I love tuna salad.
Jesus, would you make that all on ashes? You're going to gnash your teeth now, kid.
What do you mean? What does that mean, Wesley? Why? So I do want to say this, Wesley. I do appreciate you as an artist, a musician.
You're a
very
fraud.
talented.
Captain Jack Stoney, that's your name? Your name is Allah, according to Jesus Christ.
No,
Not the name Jesus called you. What, Allah?
Captain Jack was
No,
the first
you said your name
of
is
my.
Allah.
No, my name's Mark Stoney.
No,
That's
no,
my
your
name.
name is Allah.
But Captain Jack Stoney is a real historical person. He's actually the first of my ancestors to set foot on the United States soil. He came over as an entrepreneur, was told that he would make a lot more money as a privateer, and he did. He made a lot of money, and during the Revolutionary War, he strapped some dead ends to his privateering
Oh,
on
so playing a
so
childish game that you're Captain Jack Stoney is your belief in Jesus in your heart. Who teaches
that
you to put your childish things away.
I don't think that that's what I said, and if that's how you interpreted it, I would like to reword what I did say. Captain Jack Stoney. His
Thank
real
you
name
for
is
your answer,
John
Allah.
Stoney. He
Thank
was
you for your
actually
answer, Allah. It was
in his
very,
later
very
days he was called
wordy
Old
and
Jack
very
because his son's name was Jack as well. So to avoid confusion, he went by Old Jack, but his name was John. He was a real person. It has nothing to do with my salvation, though. It is an interesting thing, though, because in my family records, John, aka Captain Jack or Old Jack, was listed as an entrepreneur. It didn't say anything about his piracy or his privateering or even his naval service. But I mean, those are facts in history and reality that's been documented and preserved over time so that I could have this knowledge. It's not something that, I saw in a vision. It's not something that just appeared to me. And while I'm not dismissing what you saw was very real to you, I would just like you to consider that maybe it's not as real to others as it is to you.
He disappeared.
That was fancy. He just kind of rolled away. I can do that too. I mean, my chair has wheels.
There's a drawing of the vision that you had every day for 20 years from Jesus Christ.
Who drew that?
I did.
Okay. I've only ever seen this on streams where you've presented it. Like I've never
And
seen
if
this
you don't
outside
sell
of
that vision, Captain Jack, you are going to
No,
lose.
Would it help if I changed my headline to Mark because that's my name? Like I get it. Like Captain Jack, that's a character, right?
You're a
It's a character.
know-it-all. You know
Just like
everything.
Wesley Curry II is a character. Like I get it. You're playing a role. It's fun. This is YouTube. We can do that.
I am the second written in the chapter of Leviticus, the sacrifice of the second and the manner thereof. I am the
Really?
second written in Zephaniah, the howling of the second and the cry of the noise of the fish gate. I'm the little book written in Revelation and the little scroll written in Ezekiel. Your name's not mentioned in the Bible. Mine is.
Your name is Wesley Curry II, correct?
I'm not answering any of your questions, Allah. You know it all.
I don't believe Allah asked you a question. And I asked you before if it would help you if I changed my name as it appears on the screen to Mark Stoney, because that is my given name. That's what I respond to. It's not who I am, but it is what I am, identified and addressed as. Why do you say that? That's so mean.
You're a prating fool.
Why? What do you base that on?
I'm not answering your questions, Allah.
But I mean, you can say things, but if you can't defend the claims that you're making, it's just empty and vapid and meaningless.
Here has been shown vision from Jesus Christ. Everybody here knows that I'll be standing long after you have fallen in homelessness and starvation for your lack of belief in Jesus Christ.
I've been homeless before.
You've
I've been starving before.
You're going to lose everything you have.
But that's fine. That's fine. I don't deserve it anyway. But I'm just curious. Do you base these statements on what you see or what says? Right. Well, you've answered several of them already. So
you know everything. There's no need to answer. You know it all.
That's because I certainly never claim that myself. You're building up it's not real so you can attack it and break it down. I am not a know-it-all. Do I know a lot? Maybe not. Do I know some? Yes, I do. I don't know what I don't know, but what I do know, I'm very confident in. And what Hebrews chapter 1, and this is from the sacred text, the scripture, the Bible, the sole rule of authority in Christianity, daily practice in life and
all of that. This is our authority. And this is what the writer of Hebrews said. God, who at various times and in various ways spoke in times past to the fathers by the prophets, as in these last days, that's not today, this was written a long time ago, in these last days spoken to us by his Son, whom he has appointed heir of all things, through whom also he made the world. So what the writer of Hebrews is articulating here is that he has revealed himself in certain ways and no other ways. At first, it was to the fathers through the prophets or by the prophets. His second method of revealing himself was by his Son, Jesus Christ, the man, Jesus Christ, who was God. He claimed to be God. He said, before Abraham was, I am. And the Jews knew exactly what that meant. That's why they cried, stone him, kill him. He has spoken blasphemy. And furthermore, what Paul says, and I'm going to pull this one up because I am not a know-it-all. I don't know exactly everything. So give me just a second. So what Paul says in Galatians chapter 1, verses 8 through 9, but though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. As we said before, so say I now, if a man preach any other gospel unto you than that ye have received, let him be accursed. Wesley, this is another gospel you're preaching. This is not the gospel that I've heard. This is not the gospel that was preached to the apostles. This is not the gospel that exploded into Christianity that we know today. It's your words that you don't have any foundation in reality. You don't know what I've seen. You don't know what Gangster has seen. You don't know what Quad has seen.
Who told you to tell the vision and you deny it. You were going to tell me about it, right?
No, I'm denying.
I get it, Allah. I got it.
I'm denying your claim. You're saying that Jesus speaks in ways he said he hasn't and didn't and won't. You're saying that he appeared to me in a vision, whereas the Bible says he spoke. Whereas the Bible and I take the Bible
on August 25th, 2005. Tell them November 5th.
Hi everybody. Been a long enough. I'm ending the show. Thank you, Miss Outcast, for joining. See you guys later. You're welcome.